sitting beneath Tightwad Hill, California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration. Senior Day. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Cal Golden Bears. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Miami's head coach told me before the game, he told me this is a big challenge for them just from a time zone standpoint. He's tried to do a lot of research with his sports information and sports performance coaches to make sure their team is prepared and ready to fight this east to west time zone travel. We'll see if they're able to perform well here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Golden Bears will kick off first, and here we go. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Miami's offense as they take control of the football first. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend. But the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll ride him again. He's past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down and 10. From the gun, it's Roberts. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Canes are rolling down the field. Tavian St. Clair. Out wide right, it's Roberts. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. They tried to get the wall set up for him, not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. So California's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here comes the big dangerous target, Dorian Thomas. And we've got a couple of guys, one on each side in this game, who will do everything you could ask of a tight end. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Makes the grab, it down immediately. He picks here.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he's...
Picked off! What a play to set him up! Oh, look out on the right! Touchdown, Hurricanes! Took it all the way back to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Gets it almost to the 30-yard line. They'll mark him down at the 29, and a solid return there. Here comes the Golden Bear offense, ready to start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Left side, it's Thomas. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Complete. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Davenport. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Golden Bears line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Draw play, it's Roberts. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick give, it's Pringle. Breaks into the open. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Churns into the pile. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Turns up, it's Pringle. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throwing St. Clair. Right side, it's Pringle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I think they found a matchup they like, man. This running back has been a problem out of the backfield. Like, we know he can run it, but the matchups now, who's going to cover him? Is it a linebacker? Is it a safety? Right now, this offense, they found something with him catching the football in the backfield, and they just keep going back to it.
Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Fires quickly. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
St. Clair. Out wide left, it's Roberts. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28. A pretty good job by the coverage unit. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better run.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. With an update on that, let's check in with Holly.
Guys, here on the Hurricanes sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Tavian St. Clair. Rush right in his face. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Working the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. Trying to run, it's Roberts. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Miami!
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
He'll bring it out to the 33-yard line, and that's where he stopped, and that's where they'll put it in play. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Sangapolatelli throws for the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Fires to the big fella. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They'll need a bunch on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davenport. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Sangapolatelli from the gun on third down. Finds his big tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line. The Golden Bears look to keep this drive humming. Caught on the RPO. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throwing Sangapolatelli. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Gets the back moving. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Well, that time on third and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up fourth.
Between the uprights, it's good.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Guys, here on the Hurricane sideline, their quarterback is getting a lot of congratulations, high fives, pats on the helmet. On that last scoring throw, that put him on top in the conference for this season. A new passing touchdown record in conference history. He's got to run back out there, though, and keep playing in this game. But I can tell you, guys are fired up for him right now. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff again. Picks his way ahead, pickup of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Hits inside. It's Roberts. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, and listen, the offense.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, St. Clair. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Wide receiver going in motion. Got him on the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Makes a man miss. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Well, just
opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Holly, what do you have?
Here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Throwing St. Clair. Out wide right, it's Compton. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Canes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Running inside, it's Compton. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Second and long here. He's changing the play. St. Clair throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And that's now their third sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front seven. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Finds just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll line up for a second down play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Kavian St. Clair. Left side is Compton. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down. So Miami signals for a timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. And the Canes will have it 1st and 10. Throwing St. Clair. He lets one fly deep. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Sets his feet. It's St. Clair. Just got rid of that one.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take...
Snags it. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another... And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he tacks on the extra point. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into...
It's a running room. The 20. He's at touchdown, Cal. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. As we check in with Holly.
Hey, guys, here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. St. Clair. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Jacobs. The Hurricanes will call their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Again, it's St. Clair. Rifles it down the middle. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision now.
So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
A lot of scoreboard watching today, fellas, but fear not, Week 13, we've got you covered here on the College Football Update Show. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the number 4 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Cyclones with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. That victory is a positive in what has been a very disappointing 3-9 season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. And now over to your game in Berkeley. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He stopped at the 27-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on.
Makes a grab and room to run. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Once he got some room, it was over.
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. If they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Amen. I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single running back. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll give it to Brown. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Compton.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Tavian St. Clair looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Pass to 6. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been
Caught, and he's got room. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession.
And he's in. Touchdown, Canes.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They'll send the back in motion. JKS. Got a man. It's Thomas. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Davenport. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. From the gun on 3rd down, Songa Bolatelli. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Cal. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
PAT unit on the field. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Miami sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today.
Makes the grab in their space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Throwing St. Clair. Turns it upfield. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
That one's not even close.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They'll move the wide receiver. Jaron Chiave Somerbolatelli. Max got it on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Golden Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Third and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Had to force that one.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Punt is on its way. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
From their own 23, it'll be first and 10. St. Clair. Out wide left, it's Brown.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on first down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game. Let him make something happen and set up second and short.
Snags it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A give to Brown. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
Hey, you could see this defense. They are back on their heels right now. This offense very much in a groove, in a rhythm. They've got to find something to disrupt this. Right now, they're doing what they want, when they want, how they want. This defense got to answer the bell.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a first and 10. And he's brought down after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to Brown. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Run the gun on third down, St. Clair. It's complete to the right. just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Tavian St. Clair makes the catch. It's Jacobs. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Makes the catch. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. And he made the extra point without problem.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Sangopolitelli. Left side is Thomas. Got room at the 35. Turning it on. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Fresh set of downs going up top. He's got it. Touchdown, Golden Bear. Into the end zone for 6. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one and 5 on the season. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Guys, here on the Hurricanes sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggles here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really...
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Davenport. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Long way to go on 2nd down. Sangopolitelli on the play action. Takes a hit as he fires. Out wide left, it's Brown. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. And he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
And the Golden Bears come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Cbf27. They're all over him. Unloads in the nick of time.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback.
Snags it, and he's open. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Cal! Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice gain by the offense.
See some running room. There he goes. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Throwing St. Clair. Finds his target.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Left side, it's Brown. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. The Hurricanes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. It's a draw. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on first and goal, they can also drain the clock. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
I'll tell you what, it's so nice to speed that clock up with the quarterback. Hit him early, hit him often. Those shots start to add up. That thing comes out all over the place.
Sends it back in motion. JKS. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Cbf27 from the gun on third down. Reels it in. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Golden Bears are flying down the field. Finds his big tight end. Breaks into the open. At the 30. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, it's Davenport. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. St. Clair dumps it to the back. Out wide right, it's Roberts. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Man, this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Moving the pocket, it's St. Clair. He rifles one deep down the right side. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Brown. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hurricane! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Jaron Chiave Songobolatelli throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Drops back on 1st down. Lets it fly. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. It comes down to this. One more snap left in this game. If they get a touchdown, they can going for it all. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.